भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम, 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम, 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 राम Rama 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 Ram 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 Rama 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 भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी राम सूरत कुमारार्पणमस्तु। A very auspicious, favorable time for worship of God is the Sandhya Kal, and that we have all been able to gather here in the powerful shrine to sing His powerful Nama together with so many people is a great blessing, a great fortune. And in celebration of this grace, with deep gratitude, we have offered the Nama lotuses to the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Now, all of us know what Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Bhagwan had said about India, that India is the playground of the great masters, the Leela Bhumi, that's what he would say. And often when he wandered the streets of Tiruvannamalai, he would shout, Bharat Mata ki jai, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. So, this is a land which is being protected by great masters, and we all know that familiar quote of Swami Vivekananda, which always drew peals of laughter from Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Bhagwan. What is that? When he was abroad, somebody asked him, what has India been doing all these years? The West has developed so much science and technology, but India is a poor country. What has India been doing? For ages. Pat came the reply from Swami Vivekananda. What has India been doing for ages and ages? Except producing sages. So it's a land of sages and sadhaks. And if you look at even the farmer, he may not have the next meal waiting for him. He may not have all the comforts in his house. And yet, he would be very happy with a little meal or whatever is available for him to eat. He would be content and go about the day's work, just calling out the name of God. Such is the glory of India, but then we also know the defects. Now, in 1947, India had attained independence by the sacrifice of many, many, many great souls. Some of their names we do not even know. In fact, many of their names, because people had died participating in the freedom struggle in nooks and corners of India. Now, why India is so important to the world? Because it's been chosen. It is a chosen land for the great souls, because the Mahatmas are the avatars of Kali Yuga to re-establish Dharma, And I remember once when in Sanadi Street house, it was about 9:30 in the night, Bhagwan was waiting for Agaram Jayaraman to come. And as soon as Agaram Jayaraman came in, Bhagwan asked, just holding his hand, "What is India doing, Jayarama?" And Jayaraman, resourceful as he was, said immediately, "Oh, India is progressing, Swami." And Swami was so happy, overwhelmed by this reply, and said, "Jayarama, you have said the right thing, Jayarama. Yes, India is progressing." So now we see all these great souls are behind India's progress, and we celebrated the Independence Day on August 15th. Then why do we call this Republic Day on January 26th? Because when India was freed from the colonial reign of the Britishers and attained independence, after independence also, it continued with the same laws of the Britishers. So it took some time for those people to reconstitute. So the Constitution of India came into existence only on January 26, 1950. The independence that we have attained must be well protected, and India must be run in the path of Dharma. And accordingly, the rules and regulations had to be framed. So it took 2 years, over 2 years, for those people to form the Constitution, which was accepted by the Constitutional Assembly officially on January 26, 1950. And another a feature of this day is that it was just the previous day that Sri Rabindranath Tagore's Jana Gana Mana was adopted as national anthem of India. So the song began to be sung by all the people in their salute to the nation only from January 26, 1950. And I have no idea how many of us know the meaning of this national anthem, which was originally in Bengal. And now we should know at least the meaning of that. And because many people said they do not know, I have the meaning here, because I feel that this the grand feature of singing this national anthem on this day way back in 1950 should be well known to people. We sing Jana Gana Mana Adinayaka Jaya He. Thou art the ruler of the minds of all people. Bharata Bhagya Vidatha. You are the dispenser of the Indian destiny, India's destiny. Punjab, Sindhu, Gujarat, Maratha. The name rouses the hearts of Punjab, Sindhu, Gujarat and Maratha. Dravida, Udgala, Ganga. Of the Dravida Desh and Orissa and Banga, Bengal. Vindhya, Himachala. This echoes in the hills of Vindhyas and Himalayas. Jamuna, Ganga mingles in the music of the waves of Jamuna and Ganga. Uchchala Jalati Taranga, and is chanted by the waves of the Indian Sea. Tava Shubha Name Jahe. We sing thy praise, Tava Shubha Asisha Mahe. We pray for thy blessings, Jahe Tava Jaya Gata. The salvation of all the people waits in thy hands. We are singing. Thy praises. Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jayahe Bharata Bhagya Vidata. Jayahe, Jayahe, Jayahe. Victory, victory, victory to thee, O India. So, you just see how everything about the Indian nation, the whole nature, is singing the praises of the Divine Mother, that is India, and how it echoes in the hearts of people and in the land. Victory to thee, victory to thee, victory to thee. Jai Hai, Jai Hai, Jai Hai. This is a beautiful song. In fact, Rabindranath Tagore wrote 5 stanzas, and only the first one has been adopted as the national anthem of India. So, as Paramacharya said, he gave a beautiful explanation for the flag. We remembered it on the Independence Day, and it will do better, it will do well to repeat it again today. The flag has 3 colors. The orange, according to Paramacharya, reminds one of the goddess of wealth, Mahalakshmi, her power. And white reminds one of the knowledge, the high knowledge of Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, and that is Saraswati. And of course, the green represents Parashakti, the color of Parashakti, which is valor, courage. So even though if we have wealth and knowledge, it should be well protected, so we need valor and courage. So he says it's a happy coincidence that they have chosen these colors, and by the divine will, they automatically represent the 3 Shaktis that are very important to a country. And of course, right in the center is Dharma Chakra. It was adopted from Ashoka, and he says it also reminds one of the chakra, the Kala Chakra, how the divine has arranged the whole nature of creation. And he says the chakra stands for dharma. So the wealth, the knowledge, knowledge is power. So the wealth and the knowledge and the valor should be well controlled according to dharma. Then only the nation can survive and glorify itself. So we should salute this flag, remembering that all the 3 goddesses are supporting the nation with wealth, knowledge and valor, and India is the chosen country for the great masters. And Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar in 1999 laughed so much he came into a certain trance and then declared, in 25 years, there's a golden period for India, and that India would become the most powerful country of the world. It would flourish in all fields of activity and become the world teacher and conduct the whole world in the path of dharma. This was predicted by Sri Aurobindo also, and a few other Mahatmas. And these Mahatmas are behind this India. We all know that not only Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism and the Parsi religion, they were all born in the land of India, which is very rich in the spiritual light. In fact, the very word Bharat means a land that revels in the light of the supreme knowledge, the knowledge of God in its true glory. So now, this is a day to remember all this, and Paramacharya says, to protect a country like this, we have brought constitution, the rules and regulations that would control the conduct of India. He said the control must start from the individuals. What is control? An individual is carried away by desires, anger, and other unwanted negative feelings. So unless a mind comes under control, especially control of desire and anger, it cannot achieve anything, nor can it protect itself. So he says the individual mind control is as much necessary. So he says that everybody should try to control their thoughts, control their mind, control their activities according to the dharmic rules prescribed by the ancient rishis. He calls it Swadharma, that each one has a certain place in the society and certain duties to do efficiently, to contribute to the growth of the society. And so, we should remember, we should know, we should get to know what our Swadharma is and follow it conscientiously, so that every individual will contribute to the glory and flourishing of India. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, again praying for the whole world, because dharma is very important. Bhagavan, we beg you again and again, for that's all we can do, but that we do a million times, for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic, normal life to the present world, where there is so much of violence everywhere and growing enmity. There is already a war going on, and now it's quite some time since started. And there is again the corona experience all of us have had very recently. And there are again frightening warnings of other viruses. But these attacks of cruel diseases, killer diseases, have to be brought under control. And again the furies of nature, flash floods, earthquakes, forest fires and whatnot. Bhagavan, Thou art the cosmic controller. We beg you again and again to bring all this under control and re-establish peace, harmony, and growing friendship and brotherhood and discipline and order. Because we lack discipline, we get carried away by the mind, which can be very fickle. All these things are happening, but only the cosmic controller, the Divine Father, can bring this all under control and re-establish the peace, harmony, discipline and order, and control over the violence of nature and the diseases. Bhagavan, we beg you again to uproot all the negativities of the human mind that are responsible for today's world of violence. We also beg you, in all sincerity and earnestness, to reach out to all the people of the world, of different languages, different religions, different countries, been suffering for some reason or the other due to their past karmas, unable to protect themselves, unable to help themselves. We beg you to do the needful to help and protect them. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been working very hard for the welfare and progress of the other people from unhealthy criticisms and blocks that come in their way of constructive work. We beg you again to promote the economy of the country. And of course, we saw today the flag represents the wealth, knowledge and valor. So the three important areas where we have to develop fast, and we beg you, Bhagavan, to promote the growth of activities of varied field so that India would reach the well-predicted status of world teacher and conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma. We also beg you to bless us to chant your name, a powerful name, ceaselessly, and remember all your teachings and leelas. Bring them to the mind again and again until they get well assimilated in the system and become our Atma Shakti. Please bless us to be sattvic instruments in your hands and run our everyday life as an offering to you. And Bhagavan, please bless us not to be caught by the temptations of Maya. We seek that ultimate bliss and peace, that supreme knowledge for which we need to be purified. Our mind is now full of desires and worldliness. There is so much fear, so much sorrow around, so much anger and passion and self-pride and jealousy, competition, and above all, growing desires for worldly possessions. All this dirt must be removed from the mind, and we have a very powerful weapon in our hand that you have gifted to us, your powerful Nama. Please bless us to keep chanting joyfully, because the Nama has the power to destroy our past sins and prevent us from further sins. One should keep on chanting, according to Papa Ramdas, and it will bring in peace, a strange peace and joy very soon. And after that you cannot give up. And Bhagavan, we beg you again to bless us to take refuge in your seva, joyful seva. How? Wherever we live, be it a house or a forest or an ashram or a temple, whatever work falls into our hand is only your work, because the whole cosmos, the whole creation is yours. And if you do it in that spirit, the spirit of service to you, without any unhealthy competitions, jealousy, all that will go into Atma Shakti. We also beg you to bless us with the acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or sorrow. Coming from you, they can only be a great blessing meant for our spiritual growth. It pushes any suffering, any adversity, pushes us towards you. Otherwise, we may not turn to you at all. And it's meant for cleansing us. It's meant for our spiritual growth and closer kinship with you. Bhagavan, please bless us, enable us to see your vibrant living presence everywhere and in everything. And please bestow upon us that grace which would enable us to see your sankalpa behind all the happenings of life. Knowing whatever you will, that alone happens. And whatever happens is grace, and whatever happens is the best that can happen at that moment. Bhagavan also used to say, wherever God has placed you is the best place for your sadhana. Do not think that there is a better alternative anywhere. And Bhagavan, please bless us to be able to detect your hidden grace even in the most disastrous experiences of life. When a past karma begins to attack us, we see that everything misfires, everything goes wrong. Unable to know why it is happening, we lose our balance altogether, collapse, and we resent God saying that He has let us down, try to move away from Him and blame everyone else for our own failures, little realizing that we invited them by our own past karmas. But Bhagavan, you are loving and generous, and out of your generosity, you keep us at your feet and convert all our adversities into great blessings. Please bless us to be grateful to you always, even for the sufferings of life. We seek your blessings for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of misery they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek the grand liberation. We who have been seeking only solutions for our endless problems of life seek a dissolution of the root cause of our vicious cycle of births and deaths. And what is that? Aham bhavam. I am the body. Now what does it lead to? Utter selfishness. The I and mind that ruled all our lives. So this aham bhavam must go and be replaced by atma bhavam. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us for that, and bless us with that immortal life, that eternal living, and eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogiram Sri Kumar.